Welcome back to amazing videos from all over the internet that's going to make you question reality. And the purpose of this channel is to bring you videos from all across the world that's going to make you question everything, Let's just start.
That would kill me about people that say they ain't addicted to weed. Like, personally, me, I'm sick of it. Hey, bro, where you at? You got it? You got it yet? Okay, bet. When you
Same
gonna
here,
be
bro.
home?
I'm sick of it.
Okay, I'm on my way. You get over there. Hey, I'm outside. You still ain't here yet? Wait 10, 15, 20 minutes. Get up here. Hey, how much is it? Hey, what is it? Hey, let me smell it. All right, get it back in the car. Gotta stop for blunts. On the way home, paranoid, see a cop. Oh, put that down. Put that, hide that, this, that. Like, bro, I got sick and tired of it. Hey, bro, you there? You there yet? What you
That's
got? How
crazy.
much is it? When you gonna be home? Sitting there waiting on a weed man. How much time you gonna waste in your life waiting on a weed man? How much money you gonna waste buying backwoods? Knowing 3 of them gonna be stale as hell, you can't even use them. How much more lighters you gotta
That's
buy?
crazy,
And then I'm
bro.
gonna ask you, how much property do you own? Is your car paid off? First question, do they drug test? Nigga, stop smoking. No, it's hard, but it's worth it. This is for the people
It's
who
worth it.
been
Yes,
smoking since
it
they
is.
was 16, thinking and talking about they need weed and weed help them with everything they do in life. Like, so for the first 15 years of your life before
just
you was
dependent
introduced to
on
weed,
it.
you telling me you needed weed then? You needed weed to sleep, eat, go to school, work. You need weed though, right? It's an excuse and it's a crutch. I'm telling you, get rid of all your vices. And a lot of people's vices might be people. People can be vices too. You can love somebody so much that you just can't stay away from them and they'll drag you down. I was watching Black Rabbit on Netflix and his brother just kept driving him down because the love of his brother. Sometimes you gotta
Yeah.
cut your brothers off. Love brothers, I gotta cut you off. My love for you is detrimental to the growth of myself, to the success of myself, to the betterment, my happiness. I love you so much. I love this person so much, but you are just a detriment to my life. You are an anchor. You are a cancer. You are a crutch. And they'll understand. They'll eventually get it. Don't be scared to cut people off. I'm telling you, man, find your scissors. Get you some scissors. Shed some skin. I'm telling you, it's the best feeling ever. Shed skin. You get bigger. You grow. Some of y'all are still in
Yeah,
y'all
right.
same skin. Y'all refuse to grow.
And if you mind me asking,
It's
how did
crazy.
you get drugged and raped in Thailand?
Stop.
So I went to a half moon party.
Okay.
Um,
Which is what exactly?
so on the island of Koh Phangan in Thailand, they have these like full moon parties, half moon parties, black moon parties. They're just like parties on the beach.
Mhm.
And a lot of
Okay.
people are doing like mushrooms and stuff like that, like mushroom shakes. So I got a mushroom shake, but I don't know what else was in it. Yeah. And I woke up. So I don't even like remember any of it. I just remember being on the beach and drinking this shake. And then the next day I woke up, I was on like the front step of someone's bungalow, completely
What?
naked. I was
Wait.
stabbed in the back, so I have a big scar there.
What?
And yeah, and I had no clothes, no money, like no nothing. I was just like left naked on the front step of this person's
That's so
bungalow. And
embarrassing.
the guy
Say
living in
no
the
to
bungalow
drugs.
came out and like found me and like woke me up and took a bed sheet and like wrapped me up, and I had to like find my way back to where I was staying and go to the hospital and do a report and rape kit and all that stuff. Yeah.
That's insane. Say no to
It
drugs,
could-
bro.
Not the first or last time either. Yeah.
What?
So
You're a strong.
Yes, of course.
I kind of have to be.
Yeah.
Kind of have
Got
to be.
stabbed.
Yeah.
I would have thought they probably took my kidneys or something. I feel like
I
that's
know.
one of
I don't
those
know with
situations.
what or like, but I had to get all these stitches and like I can't remember any of it, right? I just
Oh
know I'm
my
at the
God,
hospital
that
with
is
this wound
terrifying.
yeah. Yeah.
You are a strong-willed woman. You have been through some shit.
And I had my son with me. So he was back at I had got like the lady, I had rented a place for a few months. I was living on the island traveling with him. And so there's like all these bungalows, right?
Yeah.
And so the lady that ran it had all these kids and stuff. And so she was like, oh yeah, like I'll watch them. You go out. And I was just going to be gone for a few hours and come back. Well, it's now the next morning. And I'm
Damn.
waking up on this thing. My son was like 3 or 4 at the time.
What?
So I'm like trying to deal with this and take care of him and like keep traveling with him. Yeah.
Wow.
These are the chicken
That's
heels I
insane.
keep getting asked about. They rise
What
to
is
mid-shin
this?
and the entire upper is made from real feathers arranged to flow right into the legging. The head creates the toe box, the wings wrap the sides, and the talon.
All
This
the
is insane.
jobs I had and all the bosses I had, I would sit there and look at them from time to time and go, why are they in charge of me? Who put this person in charge of me? And I never saw a person or never met a person that I thought should be in charge of me. I just didn't, man. It wasn't being arrogant. I just thought that there had to be more to my life than it actually was. So if there's gonna be more to my life than it actually is, I wanna go see what that is. I wanna go see what I can turn myself into with God's help. So yeah, man, I went for it. I just had to go for it. It turned out pretty good. It was rough in the beginning, but it turned out just fine. If you feeling that way about your boss, you got to leave, man, because that's a sign from somewhere that God got more for you.
What does gossip look like in the spiritual realm? This was interesting.
Yes.
To describe.
So gossip is vomit. When we gossip, coming out of us is this bile vomit. And it, literally, when I'm in a group with people who are gossiping, I can see it like looks like it's coming out of their mouth. It's like this nasty bile vomit. It's green and slimy, and everything's coming out of their mouth.
Damn,
and demons will
crazy.
come, and demons will bathe in it. They'll soak their bodies in it, or they'll eat it. They'll drink it, and then they'll go to the person that was being gossiped about, and they'll hop on the person, and they get the slime all on them. And the demons will then what they ate, they'll vomit up on the person. You know, so that's what it looks like in the spirit, and in the spiritual realm, it is disgusting. It smells, it's horrible looking. So I tell people, don't do that. It's a lighter version of witchcraft.
What do you mean?
Witchcraft is manipulation. It's destruction and manipulation with your words. Gossip is a friendlier version of witchcraft, where you are speaking, using your words, speaking ill intent behind a smile, speaking ill intent.
That's crazy. What is this? Halloween. What? This is scary. And who is this?
Right here.
What?
Want to tell me what the hell going on in the airport in Kenya? A little Chinese boy got busted in the airport with not a gun, not a knife, not a bomb, not some anthrax, not a box cutter. He had 510 animal penises. 309 from a zebra, 14 from a lion, 27 from a giraffe, 46 baboon penises, 36 buffalo dicks, and 21 dinglings from a pink flamingo. Do you keep them all separated and labeled, or do you just mix them all up like Chex Mix? How the hell you get your hands on a giraffe dick? Only person I know that probably can snatch a dick off a giraffe is Shaq. That sounds like some shit Shaq could do. Y'all just be in the African safari minding y'all damn business. All of a sudden he say, I bet y'all go over there and snatch the dick off of that giraffe. On with that bullshit, Shaq. The TSA was mad at the dog because the dog sniffed the bags but didn't start barking. He didn't say nothing. I don't blame that goddamn dog. I guess that damn dog was thinking, hell, if he snatched a dick off a wild animal, what the hell you think he gonna do to me? I start snitching, he gonna start snatching. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm going to lunch in 5 minutes. Out of all them animals, I feel sorry for the lion the most. How the hell you supposed to be the king of the jungle and you out here roaring in soprano? Damn lion supposed to scare people with his roar. He just get, roar. That's a lion. Y'all done snatched the lion dick off. Now he running around the jungle sounding like this. Now the whole pride of lions is embarrassed as hell. Is that Mufasa sounding like that? I take my hat off to whoever sat down and counted all them dicks in that airport. I hope you washed your hands before you went to lunch.
Your disobedience could cost somebody their life. On Friday, it was Halloween, and I was in class, and my friends wanted to go out, and something kept telling me, no, don't go out with them. So I didn't go out with them, and I got home, and so my brother called me. I was like, hey, you coming up for homecoming? I'm like, I'll come tomorrow morning. Something just telling me I need to be in my bed tonight, so I'm just gonna stay in my bed. Like, y'all, I had this feeling that, like, Dalen, you need to be in your bed tonight. Like, it was like that God feeling, like, you know, God is trying to tell you something. Stay in the house. Don't go out. Don't do nothing. Go home. Be in that bed. Y'all, do y'all know that I woke up? I went to sleep that night, and I woke up about 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and I had this smell in my nose, and it smelled like smoke. Smelled like something was burning, but I gaslit myself. I said, nah, ain't nothing burning. But since I'm up, I might as well go drink me something to drink. You know how you wake up, you're thirsty. So I go in the kitchen, I drink something. Then I'm like, let me go get in the shower. Like I might as well get up and get my morning started. It's super early, but I went to sleep super early as well. So I'm like, let me get my morning started. I go take a shower. I get out the shower like, y'all, it's steam in the bathroom, but I'm like, I'm smelling smoke. I'm smelling smoke. So I get on the phone. I'm like, I'm just gonna call 911 because I smell smoke, and this is an apartment complex, so I smell smoke. Y'all, I call 911. I'm like, hey, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I smell smoke in my apartment complex, but there's no alarms going off, nothing. The fire department came. They're searching the building, and they're like, nothing. I'm like, well, I'm telling y'all, I smell smoke. Maybe check my neighbor's house. Like, go knock on their door because I share that same wall with them. Like, I smelt the smoke. Like, I share that same wall with them. They knocking on the door. Mind you, my neighbor, it's just her and her 2-month-old baby. Knocking on the door. The firefighters are knocking on the door. They can't get her to answer. So they say, well, we're just gonna break the door down. I'm like, okay, well, break the door down. Y'all, do y'all know they broke the door down? And the room was filled with smoke. Her house was in there on fire. Mind you, she's in there sleep. Her 2-month-old baby's in there sleep. I'm pretty sure she's dog tired. She got a newborn. But her house is in there on fire. She doesn't know. She doesn't even hear the firefighters knocking. They bust the door open. Smoke just filled the hallway. And they go in there. They wake her up. And she grab her baby. They come out. And they're like, oh, my God. But there was no indication of nothing. And they told me, they were like, if you had not called us and had not told us to go over there and knock on the neighbor's door, that smoke could have killed her. Not just the fire, but the smoke could have killed her or her baby. And I started to think to myself, I had so many chances to go out that night and not even be home, to leave the city, go to homecoming when my brother called. But God just kept telling me nah, go lay down. Go lay down. And it just goes to show that sometimes you just got to be obedient. You don't know what God is trying to use you for. You don't know. Don't let your disobedience cost somebody else their life. Because had I just been disobedient and just went out that night, imagine what would have happened. Wow.
The Adam Sandler theory. Adam Sandler is not lazy. He's just smarter than everyone thinks. For years, people mocked his movies. Critics tore them apart. Reviewers called them juvenile, lazy, or just plain bad. Jack and Jill, Grown Ups, That's My Boy. It became a running joke that Sandler was making movies nobody actually liked, yet somehow they kept making money. A lot of money. That's where the theory comes in. The idea is this. Adam Sandler figured out how to play the Hollywood system. Instead of chasing critical acclaim, Sandler chased fun and financial freedom. He started writing movies that were easy to produce, guaranteed to turn a profit, and most importantly, gave him an excuse to hang out with his friends in exotic locations. Grown Ups is literally just a vacation with a film crew. Blended is shot in a luxury resort. Just Go With It, shot in Hawaii with Jennifer Aniston during the winter. Coincidence? Not likely. He built his own production company, Happy Madison, hired his friends for almost every movie, and kept the budgets low. So even when a movie bombed with critics, it made enough at the box office or through streaming deals to justify the next one. He was playing chess while everyone thought he was finger painting. And here's the twist. He can act. When he wants to, Punch Drunk Love, Uncut Gems, the Meyerowitz stories. Sandler proved that, when given the right material, he could deliver award-worthy performances. But he does it rarely, and on his own terms. Almost like he's reminding everyone, I could do this full-time, I just choose not to. Because at the core of the theory is this idea. Sandler isn't failing upwards, he's winning sideways. He's not trying to impress film snobs. He's building a comfortable life, making his friends rich, and occasionally dropping a performance so good it makes Hollywood nervous. He cracked the code, make people laugh, cash the check, enjoy the ride, and when the world forgets how talented you are, blow them away with something like Uncut Gems just to keep them on their toes. That's the Adam Sandler theory. Not lazy, just playing the long game in basketball shorts. Nicolas Cage didn't just do weird movies because he wanted to. He did them because he had to. At one point, Cage was one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood. National Treasure, Face, Off, Con Air. He was raking in millions. But then came the spending. Not just rich guy spending. We're talking eccentric, headline-making purchases. A private island, 2 European castles, 15 houses, a haunted mansion in New Orleans, a dinosaur skull he had to return because it was stolen, a pet octopus for acting inspiration, and even 2 albino king cobras. By 2009, Cage owed over $6 million to the IRS in back taxes. He blamed his business manager. The business manager blamed Cage. The courts didn't care. The debt was real. But here's where it gets interesting. Most celebrities would go bankrupt. Cage didn't. He decided to act his way out of debt. Literally. And that's how you get the era of Cage movies where it feels like he's in everything. Season of the Witch, Drive Angry, The Wicker Man, Left Behind, Outcast, Knowing. Some released in theaters, most not, and a few that probably should have never existed. To outsiders, it looked like he was spiraling, taking any script that came his way. Fans joked he had a secret button in his mansion that greenlit movies instantly. But under all that chaos, there was something else going on. Even in the worst films, Cage gave everything. Full commitment, meltdowns, monologues, freakouts. His performances became memes, sure, but they were never lazy. That's because, despite everything, he loves acting. He once said, "I care about every role I do. Every role." And weirdly enough, that commitment started paying off. After the debt years, Cage slowly rebuilt his career. Indie films like Mandy, Pig, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, and Dream Scenario reminded everyone that this guy can really act. He never stopped being good, we just stopped paying attention. So yes, the Nicolas Cage debt theory is real. He did a mountain of movies to pay off a mountain of debt, but that's only half the story. The other half, a man who refused to quit, no matter how absurd the script, no matter how broke he got. The Ryan Gosling.
He ends up going to Benin, the western side of Africa, and it's basically known to be like the capital of voodoo.
Whoa.
And he gets given this list
that he has to get?
He gets assigned to get these objects before he meets the actual voodoo priest, right?
Okay.
We continue with our very strange shopping list. This is Berna, the priest's son. He helps me with our shopping list.
That's it. That's our crockhead.
The main thing that I want to talk about, what he said, right? To us, it just seems like dried animals, dead animals, right? But each one has some sort of spirit inside of it, right?
Yeah.
When he talks about the dried owl, he says owls are tied to witches.
Which is true.
And it's believed that the witches could turn into owls, so that ritual that you could perform with that dried owl is to basically ward witches away.
Berna finds us the next item on our list.
Barn owl. That's our azehe. They believe that witches turn into birds, and that if you use a potion with witches, can keep witches away. So birds are used to get evil spirits like witches away from you, and that's why we've got this owl. A very important part for getting rid of evil spirits.
And it reminded me of lechuzas, which, as we know in Mexican folklore, Mexican culture, witches are known to shapeshift into lechuzas, which are owls, bro. This is how you know shit is not bullshit. If people are saying the same shit, think about it, bro. This is in Africa. Where we hear about it is Mexico.
Yeah, totally different parts of the world.
And
the hardest quote I've ever heard came from Nietzsche when he said, "A true man wants 2 things, danger and play. For that reason, he wants women, because they're the most dangerous plaything." I know it's not that serious, but the reason I love the quote is because, like, women are ultimately the biggest gamble a man will ever make, right? It's like the ultimate risk because, you know, women can offer you the greatest love and the greatest happiness out of anything on this earth, right? But by proxy, they also have to have the capability of just shattering your heart, which is like the most pain, as most people say, that you can experience on earth. So gentlemen, what do you say we start rolling some dice?
Where does all this money come from?
This money in this room is primarily money that's come out of circulation. And it's cycled through here. We sort it out, destroy some of the poor quality, and put the rest of it back into circulation. We also get money from the Bureau of Printing and Engraving that comes direct to us from Washington. That's the new currency that we put into circulation.
This is kind of an interesting machine. It does a lot of things. Describe what functions it has, aside from just, you know, detecting bad bills that need to be taken out of circulation.
It's a high-speed sorting machine that counts the currency as it comes through. It pulls out unfit currency and goes to the shredder. It also detects the counterfeit bills that come through. It will detect mixed denominations, ends up by bundling the currency in counted bundles and spits it out for us to process on, put back into circulation.
How much old money do you destroy?
Well, about $22 million a day gets destroyed.
Money, 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 money.
And if that doesn't blow your mind, look at this. These bills are bundled in what is referred to as bricks. They're brand new $20 bills stacked up in $80,000 units. They add up to over $125 million. And this is just one wall.
Money, 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 money.